W. Bollendorf asks, what complications have you run into over the course of season 1 of SleepyCast, and how have you overcome them? Examples given: technical issues, scheduling conflicts, etc.
I would say, I don't know if we've overcome. I feel like we've gotten better at not fucking up as much. I feel like the biggest thing, we a lot of people don't hear themselves talk a lot.
Yeah.
So when you first hear yourself, it took me a couple podcasts to kind of talk slower and talk a little more, be more clear.
Concise, yeah.
And it's also a lot of people also have little quirks or say a certain word a bunch of times literally or something, whatever it is. And you go, oh fuck, and you try to correct it. So I think that was the most interesting thing, is kind of listening to yourself talk and going, oh god, that's what I sound like, and trying to be more concise and stuff.
And also a new thing that we do that, like, just so everyone's on the same kind of page, is that, like, I'd edit it. I do like a kind of like one edit, and then I'd send it over to like Stamper or Chris or someone or Mick to like just refine it. That like helps.
It's a process. It's like a Model T line, right?
I think one of the biggest complications you run into, especially when the group gets bigger and bigger, is talking over each other, and that was something that we still work on. Yeah. And I feel like we've done a pretty good job considering the amount of people that are in the podcast talking, and just like our personalities. So I think that was definitely one of the bigger.
First like 4 episodes, I didn't know what to fucking act like, because it was just weird putting a microphone in front of you for like the first few. Yeah. It's the same thing as being on camera. The first few times, it's like, ugh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But then you just get used to it and you just act normal.
Was that it as far as complications? I feel like
more.
I mean, and also
our fucking recording equipment died and that shit, but we figured it out.
I think, definitely, we've had some. There have been times where, if I could spill the secrets after all these months, there was episode 5, the Rogue Fingerer. We did that entire Christmas versus Halloween debate, and it deleted.
Yeah.
So the one you hear was, we were all defeated, Stamper like walked out, we were all just like, oh my god,
that was so frustrating.
Hour was gone, and Stamper came back with some beers, and he was like, let's just do this again, man.
Yeah, and then it was so funny, because we're so calm, we're like, oh man, we're so defeated, and then Stamper goes, anyway, fucking quit, and like, he just went right back into it.
So that whole debate we pretty much already had, but I think we added enough to it to where it felt organic and real again. So if you listen to whenever Stamper, I remember the exact point, it was whenever, with the audio cut up, whenever I was talking about Easter or something, and Stamper was like, anyways, Christmas, I think we actually made up a user, I think we made up a person who asked the question, I think we made up a fake person, everybody asked that question. Because I'll tell you what happened was, I was talking about Easter, and it just very naturally went into Christmas and Halloween, but we had to come back to it. I was like, I can't remember how we segued to it.
Right.
So we said, okay, this person asks, which is better? That person does not exist. So
I didn't even know that.
Secret.
Really spilling the beans, Zach.
Yeah,
we're in deep waters now, Zach.
There's a skeleton on clause.
Well, while we're here, why don't we just let it all hang out?
God.
It feels so good to have that off my chest after all these months.
I know.
Editing that Halloween podcast was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, why? Is that why it was so short?
Yeah, it was like a lot longer, but it got like, so we were all sitting around here, and then fucking it got to the point where no one knew what to do, and we were all improvising, and it got really stressful. And then Jeff literally like left, so then we wrote that into it where he got lost, and then we started killing off people, and that's why we started killing off people, because Jeff left, and we just decided to do that. And then I had to fucking rearrange all the portions of that podcast to like flow naturally, and I had to fucking put in all the sound effects, and that was a fucking.
I think that's one of the complications. I mean, it seems obvious to us that editing is a big part of it, but I think there are certain people that have a misconception that it's basically we just word vomit and then print it, go.
No.
And
but I have to give Corey props, because at first all the ones with Corey in it were so difficult to edit, but now he's so like calm and knows what
good job,
to do.
You're a good boy, Corey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
think eventually, though, because a lot of people have been asking you, what kind of improvements would you like to make? I think eventually I think a good actual proper mic setup would be when we each have a microphone at some point.
Right now.
I think
we start off with one, so.
Yeah, I think if we get to the point where we all have our own microphones, we all have a good audio quality, we don't have interference in the background, so that's a point we'd like to get to. I'd like more, obviously people have asked for this too, but I'd like more commercials, more written stuff, kind of fun, improvised.
Yeah, I would love that. That would definitely add to it.
Yep, that's a plan. That's definitely a plan.
When we do revisit this in the future fall, I really feel like you will hear it, people think like, oh, it's going to be reimagined. It's like, no, basically what's going to happen is we're going to take the time to regroup, because, I mean, to be honest, this all happened so fast. The
just kinda
Patreon happened, and like within 2 months we met like fucking 6 goals. So it was just like, oh, okay. And none of us, everyone already had full-time jobs, so we had created all these issues already. And I feel now with this new season, we can buy the shit we need, we can prepare ahead of time. So none of this, Saturday, maybe Tuesday, none of this kind of stuff where we kind of leaving. It'll be out every Friday at a time, which we will have an actual time frame when we do it again. So everyone can expect it within a certain time.
And also, I think something else. I would say don't consider the air quotes season 2 of this podcast to be like a reboot or like a reimagining.
It's not a reboot.
It's just what this should have been from the beginning. This kind of just we had the pilot. It's like, I guess we just do it like this from now on.
It's like a trial. It's kind of like a trial.
It's not a
It's trial and
reboot,
error.
it's a
So this is kind of like
reorganization.
okay, this is what we did wrong.
Calling this like a pilot season.
Pilot season, the very long pilot that went on for 8 months. Yeah.
What is that? 2 hours times 30?
Oh, it's even more than that because
Lost
of all the lost
episodes.
episodes too. I think there's almost 100 hours of
Oh my
of
god!
podcasts.
Plus
How many days is
rambling.
that? That's like 4 days.
I think there is. If it's not 100, it's 75 or 80. I mean, it's a lot.
It's up there.
Yeah.